Alright, gonna make another quick video because before I freaking put out my actual video at the gym lifting, don't worry, that is coming soon. For now, let me just make some more ranty / educational content. And now today I'm gonna be going over what I think to be one of, if not the #1 lifting gym community myths, which is, lately I've been popping off on Instagram and shit, so I got some new followers. They might not know much about me, they don't know how I train, they don't know how I do upper lower shit like that. A very common question that I get is what do you do for X? And the X being oh, what do you do for back, your chest, your arms, never legs, of course. Who the fuck cares about my leg? But why this is stupid is because people think, oh, this guy has a good back, I need to do what he does for back, or this guy has a good chest, I need to do what he does for chest. Now, wow, that is a highest fucking picture resolution of Alex Eubank right here. Now listen, everyone knows he's got fucking shitty arm genetics. He had 14-inch arms, mid, legs mid. His chest though, that was the only reason he has a fucking big following, is because of how aesthetic his chest was. Obviously he's lean and has a pretty face too, that helps, but his chest was holy shit, dude, what do you do for chest? It makes your physique look so crazy. And you wanna know what he does? He puts out his guide. I remember because I used to fucking watch him back in 2022 or some bullshit. He's this is my aesthetic workout routine, and it's fucking 4 sets of 20 bullshit. Obviously shit that we know now is fucking stupid. Back then, obviously, people were yeah, that works. And even now, people still believe that works because they're not as educated in the lifting science-based community. However, he was probably doing that for every single one of his body groups. So why doesn't it just his chest that blows up? Well, genetics, aka what's it called, androgen receptors. Everybody has androgen receptors, okay? Androgen receptors, for those of you who don't know, are in your muscle. How sensitive they are to training stimulus is genetically different between everyone. So Alex Eubank has high androgen receptor sensitivity in his chest muscles. That's why he doesn't really need to train that well to get a really good stimulus from compared to his other lacking muscle groups. Okay, I'm kind of blanking on the guy I'm thinking of. I saw him on IG, but his physique was mid, but he had a crazy back. His whole niche was his demon back or whatever, and everyone's how do you do it? And then he does his back workout, same fucking bullshit, 4 sets of 20, a bajillion high volume whatever mumbo jumbo, and he's selling that to freaking his audience. And his audience are well, if this dude has a freaking demon back, I gotta do what he does for the demon back. Obviously wrong. Stop wasting your money on these frauds. And I'll go even a fucking step further. Don't trust 99% of black fitness models, because I guarantee you can do 100 sets of push-ups, do some the most unoptimal garbage, that you shouldn't be doing, but they most likely have better genetics than you, bro, for muscle building at least. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the fuck they do half the time. I'll be at the gym doing my calculated ass sets, and they're doing their goddamn burpee into drop set into superset because they feel the burn or some shit, and it works for them. And I hope they don't fucking learn how to train good, because then they'd be bigger than me. Well, most times they are fucking bigger than me, so it doesn't matter. But a little bit of a tangent came out there, but what was I talking about again? For those of you youngins, okay? And if you guys are young and you're looking at these people on the internet and you're asking them oh, I have a lacking blank and I need to fix it. You're wrong, okay? You don't have a freaking lacking, my arms are lacking, or this is lacking. Everything is lacking. I'm citing freaking Jordan Peters, but it's right. You shouldn't be fucking worried about changing your whole split to fix your weak points when your entire body is fucking weak, okay? You've only been in the gym for a year. You don't need to fucking focus on your weak points, okay? The only way that you can realistically do that, when you're running full body or upper lower, because you shouldn't be running anything else when you're a beginner, because you need that high frequency. If there's a particular muscle group that you want to focus on, you can change the order of your lifts. So obviously the beginning of your lifts, you're gonna be the strongest, so you're gonna be able to do the most weight and give it as much as you can without worrying about fatigue. So let's say your biceps are weak, you can move it to the front, and I guarantee you're gonna freaking make progress everywhere if you just stick to doing how I recommend an upper lower split or full body split to be ran, you know. If you want to if your goal is to get the biggest biceps in the world, do the bicep curls at the beginning, and that is an option for you diehards. For me though, like, I'm pretty proportionate everywhere. I don't really think I have any weaknesses, so you don't fucking need to hyperfixate on whoever person you look up to, what their exercises are doing, because I guarantee you it doesn't really freaking matter. Okay, stop asking me too, what do I do for this, what do I do for that? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna look the same no matter what exercise I do. Okay, as long as I'm progressive overloading, training right, blah blah blah. Stop worrying about the fucking nuance. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It's all genetics. It's a little brutal, but so what should you do? Train every muscle the same in high frequency and progressive overload. So for all of you who are like, I want to bring my shoulders up, well, too bad there's no other way to train them different for any muscle. Adding more like volume to your shoulders isn't gonna like make them grow more. Doing more sets and more reps isn't gonna equal more freaking progress. Because some influencers will be like, yeah, but like if you're really lacking, like add a couple more days. Fuck no. Fuck no. But yeah, pretty much in conclusion, if your friend has fucking big shoulders, okay, it's not because he's doing some magic exercise, it's because that's just his genetics, brah. Bye.